Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the crew. Today we are going to take up 3 cars at Pikes Peaks, and it will be the Cadillac Escalade at first. I've added a new thing to the series where I will show you the performance specifications of the vehicles in the 3 that are going up the hill. So, this has 676 brake horsepower. If you don't know, that is a lot of horsepower. 761 foot-pounds of torque, so it has even more torque than it has horsepower. That means that the torque is basically how much the weight matters on the car. It is as simple as the simplest way to explain it. The more torque, the less the weight matters. And this has 5,027 pounds of weight. That is very heavy for something that's meant to go very fast. And here is the inside of the Cadillac Escalade. Moving parts and all. They're very pretty. I'm sure they got this all right. At least I hope they do. Okay. On to the next car. The next car we will be featuring is the BMW SDrive35i. Okay, let me say it. The BMW Z4 SDrive35i 2011. Now this thing is a little bit of a monster. It weighs about, let's put this in comparison, because the Cadillac Escalade is about 2,000 pounds more than it. But this has about 200 horsepower. More like 300 because it's a 696 on the Cadillac. This has 412 brake horsepower and 383 foot-pounds of torque. So this will be very fast in a straight line acceleration-wise, but the Cadillac may have more top speed. It may have a higher top speed than this because this has less horsepower and much less torque. Much less horse and torque. Okay. Just look a little bit on the inside. Sorry for sniffling there. I did not mean to do that, and I should have known. Very beautiful engine. It looks exactly the same as the Cadillacs. I'm not even going to bother looking at the engine anymore, realizing the fact that they basically only changed the stinking mufflers. I mean, the engine is completely the same. I have a pretty good memory, and I don't see a single detail on there that's different. And each engine in a car is looks very different. A lot of it is a lot different than lack of detailing, guys. I mean, it's really cool that you have the engines modeled and everything, but just a little bit of a lack of detail. Listen to it purr. Okay, on to the next vehicle. If you haven't noticed by now, I do tend to like putting the King 1 vinyl on all of my cars. Now, this is the Abarth 500. Doesn't tell the year. Don't care. And it has 327 brake horsepower. That's only 30 less than the BMW. So this might be pretty fast. It is 315 foot-pounds of torque and 2,394 pounds. So, you know how the BMW had around 300 foot-pounds of torque. This has less than it. This has less than it, of course. It's a smaller engine, smaller car. Let's see if... Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's see if they bothered to... Oh, I just turned the engine on. Whatever. Oh, they did give it a different engine. That's very interesting. That's very nice that they bothered to give this a different engine. But, or is it just the different engine turned the other way? No, it's a completely different engine. So, this has 327 brake horsepower. In comparison, I'm assuming that this is going to beat the BMW, because the BMW is only 1,000 pounds heavier than it. But this still has about 80 less horsepower than it. It has about 80 less horsepower, 79. But this seems like it probably handles a lot better since it's small, light, and agile. Although it has 327 horsepower. This thing is going to be vicious. It is front-wheel drive, though. The BMW, the Beamer, that was rear-wheel drive. So in the Caddy, I'm pretty positive that that was all four-wheel drive. It'll handle like a rear-wheel drive car though, because that's just how the crew works. I'm sorry about that. I am back now. Where was I? Oh yes. So these are the 3 cars I will be taking up Pikes Peak, starting with the Cadillac Escalade. Hello and welcome back. If you notice a little dings and scratches on the Escalade, that's because I had to I was trying to test to see if the crew actually bothered to make this 4-wheel drive or not. So, because when you do burnouts, it automatically goes to rear-wheel drive for everything, even a front-wheel drive car. Front-wheel drive cars can't do donuts though, and 4-wheel drive cars can, but they do them sort of oddly. They do them really widely. And so I went over to the barrier just and ran into it and kept spinning the wheels, and that's how you tell. If all wheels are spinning, you know it's 4-wheel drive. If the back wheels aren't spinning and the front wheels are, then you know it's front-wheel drive. If the rear wheels are spinning and the front wheels aren't, then you know it's rear-wheel drive. Okay, now we are going to take the Cadillac Escalade up the hill. Let's get into first person in 3, 2, 1, go. Now remember, this has 696 horsepower, so in a straight line this thing is going to be absolutely incredible. But in the turns or something like that, it is not going to be the best car ever. Yeah. It's not going to be the it's not going to be the Abarth or the BMW in the corners. I am aware of that. It won't beat them in braking either, but it'll still handle better than the SUV would if it was its original spec. Oh, incoming player. Oh, I'm sorry, Impala. I didn't mean to make you crash into the wall. I think I scared the crap out of the guy. Hello, dear. Oh, by the way, I will be doing every Monday. The second video posted on Mondays will be a karate jiu-jitsu match in my jiu-jitsu class. 3 guys. It'll be a jiu-jitsu match. It'll be my karate teacher, my father, my mother, and Jake, and Aaron from, well, the high school. I think they may be in some of your guys' class. I can't remember their last names, but I'm sure you'll recognize them in the video, some of you. Yeah, that's about it. They'll be posted. The jiu-jitsu matches will be posted every Monday, because every Monday we have jiu-jitsu matches, sparring with my dad, and I'm sure all of you will enjoy seeing me get choked out multiple times. Multiple times. That deer just walked off a cliff. I think I just heard a dying scream. Remember, you see the nitrous bar on the speedometer is full. The little lightning rod, it's full of white. Yeah, I don't use that. That isn't me. Me no use. This thing is fast compared to full stock cars that have been driving up this. Oh, jeez. I wish they would just take the traffic cars that they've already have the 3D models for and implement them in the okay. Yeah, I wish they'd implement them in the a little bit of scratch on the back. I wish they'd implement them as one of the vehicles in the game that are customizable. But no, apparently not. I mean, they have some of them implemented, but like a Dodge Charger and some Mustangs. Okay, I will see you back at the bottom of the hill with the Abarth 500. Hello and welcome back to the bottom of the hill. No, the scratches on the side weren't me testing the transmission to see which, not transmission, the drivetrain to see which drive this had. It's a front wheel drive, by the way. Those are actually scratches from when I just recently rolled the car. You didn't see that because I didn't feel like showing you. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. This will be a fast car. By the way, I found out what was wrong with my audio. It's because in the Realtek Audio Manager, there's different presets that you can choose, and when you choose a different one, it resets the audio. And I now have that fixed. Sorry, not really anything to say there. Brake. You really don't have to brake that much in this car. It already has incredible brakes. Nothing really to say. Nice grip. Front wheel drive really gives it a lot of understeer, no oversteer. But I don't find that as a problem because personally for me, I like understeer a little bit better. And I don't like it in real life. Of course I wouldn't like it in real life, because you can handle oversteer in real life. If you try and handle oversteer in real life, then no. If you try to handle understeer in real life, then you're going off the track, because that just makes you go straight. And video games, understeer is a lot easier to manage because it just doesn't send you straight off the track, unless of course you never brake. If you don't ever brake, then well, you're an idiot. Okay. Oh, jeez. Got really close to the rocks there. Why did I just make that noise? I don't know. Sorry for the prolonged silence. Was trying to think of something to say. I don't know. That doesn't appear to be textured inside of the big space station right there. I looked at the top in the dark and there was just no textures. Ooh, plane. Had jet streams. Can you hear it? No. Oh my gosh. That make anyone's butt cheeks clench up when I drove that close to the rocks? It made my butt cheeks clench up. Holy crap. Oh, I am so happy, because I would have had to reset that whole entire race. And 3, 2, 1. Okay. That was the Abarth 500. And next is the BMW Z4 SDrive35i. I will see you at the bottom of the hill. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome back to the bottom of the hill, and I am here in the BMW Z4, ready to go up the hill. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's begin. Specifically you, because I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about you. Me and you and you and me and me and you and you and me. Wait a minute, let me think about that. I don't think that made any sense. Not if it does anything that I say, but that's what you expect, so deal with it. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see how this does. Let's see if I don't spin it out. Well, if I do spin it out, you won't be seeing this, so. Da 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 da, go go go, and I have around, up and down and all around. I have absolutely no clue why I sing that in my videos. Oh my gosh, I hope that's not copyright. Is it? Oh crap, I already have that uploaded in a video. Cancel that, hover around. I didn't say that. I never said you're catchy trademark because it's really catchy. Oh, I hope they don't like sue or anything. Well, this is going to get first place, I've decided, because I've already called it the hover round and I don't want to get like sued or something. So obviously the hover round always goes in first place because it's the best hovering wheelchair. Little bit of a drift there. Wait, can I have Hoveround sponsor me? Hoveround, shout out to you right now. Will you sponsor me? You probably don't have anything better to do because you're, well, Hoveround. But, or well, you probably do have something better to do, assisting the elderly. But that's not the point. This isn't doing that bad so far, except for the constant oversteer like that. Probably because it's rear-wheel drive. You notice how the Escalade and the Abarth did not have that type of oversteer. Someone will have to tell me in the comments what speeds I'm reaching because I'm not looking at that speedometer. I don't really need to. Braking is sort of just depth perception in this game. You don't have to look at the speedo because you can brake in such a short distance. You don't have to take a long, or you don't have to brake at a certain point. You just sort of brake and you're braking like that. I just tapped on the brake right there. Someone made that corner. Didn't even touch to brake on that corner. I feel proud of myself. Tap the brake a little bit there. This game doesn't appreciate the word downshifting. Oh. Okay. Well, time to announce the times, I guess, after I write this Z4's times down. Okay. Beamer Z4. What did it get? I'm not going to tell you. Until the... This is actually, I was wrong with my predictions. By far. The time for the Cadillac Escalade was a 2:53.54. The time for the Abarth 500 was a 2:47.87. And the time for the Beamer Z4 was a 2:46.76. So it was the Escalade in third, the Abarth in second, and the Beamer in first. Honestly, that was not an outcome I was expecting with how I talked about the Abarth. I was expecting its little horsepower and its 1,000 less weight than the it had less everything than the Z4, but it had less weight, which is a good thing. I thought it would have somehow prevailed, but I'm assuming because it was front-wheel drive, front-wheel drive cars do not handle as well or go as well as rear-wheel drive cars, that it just didn't really do it. And the Cadillac Escalade was just a big, slow, heavy mess. So, yeah. Slow, yeah, right. Had 696 horsepower. It wasn't slow at all comparatively, but to compare it to the cars, the street specs in this game, it is not the fastest, as you can tell. That was a very nice episode, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see you, well, in a few hours, because I'm going to upload some more Thunder. You better get excited for that. Clap your fannies.